Chapter 9. On the way home, Charles and Lizzie talked about their dad stopping at the toy store. A turtle would be so great for Flash. It would help him to burn off energy, Lizzie promised. Okay, said Dad. Can we pick a movie to watch later, too? Asked Lizzie. Yeah, we want to watch Babe, said Stephanie. Do you know there are border collies in that movie? Talking pigs, too, Dad said with a grin. I seem to remember that. By the time they arrived home with a bright yellow turtle in the back of the van and a copy of Babe in Lizzie's backpack, Flash was definitely ready for a good run. Buddy was all excited too. He had been cooped up in the house all morning. It's playtime, Charles said. He called Sammy to tell him to bring his dog over, as Goldie was a spunky young golden retriever that the Petersons had fostered. If you remember my first puppy place read-along, then you might remember Goldie. Rufus was an older golden retriever. They both lived next door with Sammy. They loved to play with other dogs. With Buddy and Flash still inside, Lizzie and Stephanie set up the turtle while Charles and Becky made sure the gate to the fence was closed so Flash wouldn't run out of the yard. By the time Sammy arrived with Rufus and Goldie, they were all set. Let 'em out, Charles said, opening the back door. Flash and Buddy tumbled down the back stairs and dashed over to greet Rufus and Goldie. The four dogs ran to the ground, barking joyfully. Woof, woof, woof! Rufus, the oldest dog, galloped along slowly, wagging his feathery tail. But Goldie never strayed far from her friend's side. But then she had to trot up to keep along with the bigger dog. Flash was as quick as lightning. He made 3 circles around the yard before Rufus and Goldie even finished one. Buddy did his best keeping up with the bigger dogs without getting run over by them. Charles couldn't stop laughing. He could have watched the dogs play together all day. What's that? Sammy asked, pointing to the turtle. Charles explained about agility. It's the coolest, he said. Just wait till you see Flash zoom through that thing. Well, first we have to teach him how before he can do it. Dogs is the stable. But let's let him burn off a little more energy first, Lizzie said. She rummaged through her pockets for tiny bits of biscuits. When the dogs really slowed down, she gave each of them a treat. She then called them over to the turtle. Now we'll just let them get used to it before we ask them to run through. Look at this, she said, kneeling down by the turtle's opening. What's this? She put a treat just inside the turtle. And all 4 dogs dove at the same time, knocking Lizzie over. Stephanie and others cracked up. Said Lizzie. Maybe we should try one dog at a time. Flash should go first, insisted Stephanie. Sammy put Rufus and Goldie on their leashes and let Becky hold Goldie's. Charles picked up Buddy, cradling the soft puppy in his arms. Sorry, you have to wait your turn, he said in the Buddy's ear. Charles watched as Lizzie tried again, put in another treat inside the turtle for Flash. Sip! Flash stuck his head into the turtle and the treat was gone. Flash didn't get scared of the turtle at all. Step, come hold him at one end, Lizzie said. I'll go to the other end and call him. We'll see if he'll run all the way through the tunnel to come to me. Stephanie knelt down by the opening of the tunnel with her hand on Flash's collar. Lizzie went to the other end. "Here, Flash!" she called. Flash heard his name. He looked around to see who was calling him. It was Lizzie! She always had the best treats. When Stephanie let go of his collar, Flash raced as fast as he could towards Lizzie. But why? Why was she laughing so hard? What about his treats? "Flash! You're supposed to go for the tunnel, not around it," Lizzie chuckled. She gave him a treat anyways. "I'll show him," Sammy said, handing Rufus's leash to Charles. "Follow me, Flash." Flash ran around to see what Sammy was doing. Before anyone could stop him, Sammy crawled through his knees on the tunnel. Flash could see that the boy needed hurting. If that honestly meant he had to go for the tunnel after him, so what? It looked like fun. Flash scrambled for the tunnel right after Sammy. "Yes! Good dog!" Lizzie cried as she gave Flash 3 treats. She didn't give Sammy any, even if he pretended to beg like a dog. Buddy struggled to get down. He loved being helped by Charles, but now he just had to find out one more thing about Flash, who was running through. "Whoa, okay, little guy," said Charles, putting Buddy to the ground. "Here comes Buddy!" Becky let Rufus and Goldie go. All the dogs charged for the tunnel now that they know that they were supposed to run through it. They couldn't wait to run over and over again, especially since Lizzie was at the other end handing out treats. Soon all of the dogs were zooming for the tunnel, one right after the other, and some 2 or 3 times. Flash almost happily brought up the rear, barking happily at the heels of the other dogs. "Woof, woof, woof! He's hurting him, see?" Lizzie pointed out. "Flash is a real border collie." She sounded proud. What a scene! Soon everybody joined Lizzie at the end of the tunnel to watch the dogs come through. Charles laughed as he watched Buddy's funny face poke out the tunnel. The puppy looked so happy. Goldie's head popped out next. Rufus then trotted out of the tunnel, shaking his big old head. "Hey, where's Flash?" asked Stephanie. Everybody looked around. Where was that quick little black and white dog? He wasn't in the tunnel. He wasn't behind the lilac bush. He wasn't on the porch. Flash wasn't even in the yard!